expect to feel some pain at the pumps this weekend as gas prices reach an all-time high.
Oil. With it, we fuel our bikes, we fuel our cars and trucks. This is the story of how it all began in North America, in one small little oil town. North America, roads spanning from the Atlantic to the Pacific Oceans through cliffs, valleys, lakes, and mountains, full of scenic towns, cities, and incredible stories. This is Scott Fraser, and this is his Indian Chief Dark Horse. And this is me, Gary Parsons, and this is my Honda VTX 1300C. Together, we'll take you to those scenic towns and tell those incredible stories. We are the Northern Road Kings, and your journey starts right now. Let's roll.
Hey YouTube, it's Gary and Scott, the Northern Road Kings. We're in Oil Springs, Ontario, Canada today at the Oil Heritage Museum, and we're going to show you guys around a bit, and then we'll take you into Petrolia from here, and we'll show you some sights.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, see you soon.
See ya.
Crude oil. We refine it, we store it. From the deserts of the world to the ocean floors. But before the Texas oil boom or the Alberta tar sands, there was the town of Oil Springs. The 1860s, a period of civil war and change south of the border, but up north, a groundbreaking discovery and industry was underway. In 1858, a man named James Williams dug Canada's first oil well. Now, the presence of the oil in this area was observed by early travelers and pioneer farmers and was first used for medical purposes. In 1861, John Shaw, by drilling into the rock, opened the first flowing well, beginning one of Canada's most important industries. This was in fact the first commercial oil well in North America. Yeah, you heard me right. Before Exxon, Chevron, Shell, there was two dudes, John and James, from small town Ontario, making a splash in the oil business. John Shaw's gushers sent oil from 200 feet below ground to the treetops, producing 3,000 barrels of oil a day. In 1866, Bernard King struck oil in Petrolia, 11 kilometers north of Oil Springs, which is where we're headed. And Petrolia quickly replaced Oil Springs as Canada's oil capital, leaving it almost abandoned. In 1881, more oil was discovered at a deeper level in Oil Springs, resulting in another boom, and 2 oil pipelines were built to Petrolia. And in 1886, the spur line of the Canadian Southern Railway connected to the town, operating until 1960. In 1914, Charles Fairbank found a gas gusher in Oil Springs that was deemed the biggest gusher in Canada. In the 1930s, a fire destroyed all of the original oil rigs on Williams' property, and by 1974, the last receiving station of Imperial Oil closed. Well, that was a quick note in oil history, but I bet you came to see our patented motorcycle B-roll. And this might be the best yet. Welcome to Petrolia.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
In a world of supply and demand, until we can find more alternate and local sources of fuel, we'll keep paying to keep playing. See you next time.
Hey YouTube, I hope you liked the video. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and share the video with your friends. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
See ya.